Sergeant Leonardo, we're live.
Sergeants, can we please start the recordings?
Cloud recording is underway.
Good morning and welcome to today's remote New York City Council hearing for the Committee on Parks and Recreation. At this time, we ask that all council members and staff turn on their video for verification purposes. To minimize disruptions, please place cell phones and electronic devices to vibrate or silent. We thank you for your cooperation. Chair, we're ready to begin.
Good morning. I'm Councilmember Peter Koo, and I'm pleased to chair the Committee on Parks and Recreation. Today, the committee will be voting on a pre-considered bill that will ceremonially co-name 199 thoroughfares and public places throughout the city. These co-naming bills are the result of the council's periodic process where we seek individuals and organizations that have made lasting contributions to our city. Some include co-names for active community members, heroic New Yorkers who sacrificed their lives for others, people who committed their lives to public service, or those who greatly enrich the city's cultural landscape. Of the many people honored by this piece of legislation, I would like to call attention to a couple of co-namings that I'm proud to have sponsored. Sarah Whiting Ray, who was a long-time respected community leader and activist in Flushing, and Ganesh Temple Street, which honors the Hindu Temple Society of North America, which is one of the first, if not the first, Hindu temple in North America. Today, the committee will also consider Intro 2462, sponsored by my colleague, Councilmember Dilip Muller. This bill will officially rename St. Albans Park in Queens to Archie Spitler Park. This will honor the late Archie Spitler, who represented Southeast Queens with great distinction in the council from 1974 to 2001, and was a great trailblazer in many ways. I'm happy to support these bills, and I urge my colleagues on the committee to vote in favor of these pieces of legislation. If there are any of my colleagues who would like to speak regarding these bills, I will recognize them now. If not, I will ask the clerk to call the vote. Before I do that, I would like to recognize the following council members who are present. Council members Holden, Bobelli, Council member Brandon, Council member Wiley, Council member Brooks Powers, Council member Jonai, Council member Dama Diaz, and also Council member Van Bremer, Council member Ulrich, Council member Dinovich, Council member Rivera, Council member Gennaro. So if any of my colleagues who would like to speak regarding these bills, I will recognize them now. If not, I will ask the clerk to call on the vote. Thank you.
Chair Koo, it looks like Councilmember Ulrich would like to speak.
Councilmember Ulrich,
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
are you there?
Yes,
thank
good
you.
morning. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Chair, my colleagues. I do want to speak briefly about several individuals whom we are honoring today with the passage of this bill, all of whom I've known personally for many years and who left lasting impacts, not only on their communities, but on the city of New York. The reason why I do want to just say a few brief remarks now, is because I know tomorrow will be our last stated meeting, and I anticipate lots of speeches and remarks made by our colleagues who are departing. And we may not have the opportunity tomorrow to say a few words about these individuals whom we are honoring today. Some of whom were submissions that I made, and some were made by some of my colleagues. But first, I want to start with Community Board 9, with Ivan Matakochik, the former chair, a longtime member of Community Board 9, an architect, a staple in the Richmond Hill, Queens community, definitely deserving of this honor. Another Community Board 9 member and a longtime friend and confidant of mine, Scott Jordan, who coincidentally was also my daughter's godfather. We were very close, pillar of his church and local community in Ozone Park. We're very proud to honor the block where he lived and rename that in his honor. Paul Russo. Paul Russo was a young man who died very young, 33 years old. I grew up with Paul. We played Little League together. His family owns Russo's on the Bay and the Villa Russo in Richmond Hill, a renowned local establishment. Paul fought a very brave and courageous battle with colorectal cancer, died several years ago, but to this day continues to inspire people to live a life greater than themselves and to give back to their communities. And Claire DeRoche, who was just a phenomenal human being, a coach at Scholars Academy in Rockaway, and somebody who inspired countless young women to achieve their full potential to reach for the stars. Definitely deserving of this honor. There are so many other good people on the list. We can go on and on. But again, I do want to just go on the record and, just heap praise on some of these people. They are gone, but definitely not forgotten. We are keeping their memories alive. We are honoring their legacies. And hopefully we are letting the people know in these respective communities that these people made a difference and that we're a better city because of it. So thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you to my colleagues.
Thank you, Councilmember. We are also joined by Councilmember Levine. So, Mr. Kurt, any other members who want to speak? Otherwise, we will make a roll call.
Thank you. This is a roll call vote of the Committee on Parks and Recreation, Intro 2462, and a pre-considered item. We'll start with Chair Koo.
I vote aye or no.
And Council Members Levine,
Thank you. I vote aye on all.
Van Bramer,
Aye on all.
Brannan,
Aye on all.
Jonai,
Aye on all.
Holden, Councilmember Holden, please.
Sorry, aye and all.
Thank you. Councilmember Moya,
Aye on all.
Rivera,
I vote aye.
thank you. Councilmember Darma Diaz, Councilmember Darma Diaz. Okay, we'll come back. Councilmember Riley,
I don't know.
thank you. Councilmember Gennaro,
Aye.
Councilmember Brooks Powers,
Aye.
Councilmember Dinowitz,
Aye.
thank you. Councilmember Ulrich,
I proudly vote aye.
Minority Leader Borelli,
Aye.
Councilmember Darma Diaz, okay, Chair Koo, by a vote of 14 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, both items are adopted.
Thank you. Before I adjourn my last hearing as Parks Committee Chair, I would like to take this time to thank Chris, Patrick, Shima, and Monica, my amazing committee staff for the past 2 years. They are responsible for vetting and finalizing this list of almost 200 names that we are honoring today and deserve to be recognized for all of their efforts. Thank you, all of you. And with that, I adjourn my last
Councilmember Koo,
hearing as
Councilmember
chair.
Koo.
Thank you.
Councilmember Koo.
Yes.
My volume,
Yes.
my volume was low.
I'm sorry. Can we hold the,
Yeah, I'm here.
thank you so much. Councilmember Dharma Diaz would like to vote.
I apologize, the vote is yes. I apologize, I didn't realize that I was on, my speaker was extremely low and I wasn't hearing the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you as well. Chair
No
Koo,
problem. Thank you.
the revised vote, Chair Koo, is 15 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions.
Thank you very much. The meeting is being adjourned.